Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California, and I'm down here with Gary by his bees, as you just saw, coming down here to gather up some wood. I'm redoing my bird garden, and I wanted some wood and some old tree trunks to put bird feeders, solar fountains, different things so I get them lift off the ground. Well, coming down here, we've been greeted by a few bumblebees. And what is going on here is they have created their homes and places that they lay eggs in all this rotting wood. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm only going to take that one, and that one, because Gary's pointed out that they have been doing really drilling and stuff. You want to show a couple of you found one over here, a couple nests that they've done. This is really interesting. This is something, we didn't put this out for them. It just, they've been using what's here.
So this one here has been sealed up, so they've dug that out. Here's the wood that they've removed, and they've put some clay or a patch over that. So that's finished. I believe that's being worked on because the one that's hanging around doesn't want us here.
That's why I'm only going to take these three that are sitting right here right now. And then we have another one over on the other side. And he's watching you. You can keep going. This is so cool. I used to be so afraid of bumblebees. Let's see, there's one. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there's one working here. And there's all the sawdust that it's kicking out. So it's dropping down there.
So this has turned into a natural habitat for our bumblebees. Look at him. I don't know if you can see him, but he's watching us to make sure we don't take anything that belongs to him. And another one came by, and boy, they battled and got rid of each other. So this is, really important if we can get some natural habitat for them, because, well, I should say they can't find a lot of natural. This has turned into a natural habitat because look at all this. Years ago, as you all know, we've gotten quite a few loads of wood chips. Gary put it all over his garden. And one time I got a phone call and they said they had a truckload that they had not chipped. This is the part, I guess, that they don't chip, correct? It's just too big. And they asked him, do you want a truckload of wood for firewood, which he has split a lot and used for firewood. So it's been sitting down here, and we use it for different things. He splits it and does, it for firewood. And then we've used it around the garden. And I came down here today. That was left here. That's just an old bed frame. But the rest is all natural wood. What kind of wood do you have here, in case somebody wants to know?
This is a silk floss tree.
Okay.
There's some ash and some pine.
See, he doesn't want us to bother his nest, the bumblebee.
This here is pine, and what they're working on here is ash. So this is ash, and this is ash.
So we've got a few different varieties of trees that are here, old trees.
That may be avocado.
Oh, that one's avocado? Okay, so we got a few different varieties here, and it's just a good place to put it because we're not growing right here. It's not in anybody's way. He can still drive. There's my truck bed up there, and then he drives down here. I think you've seen me do nature walks. I really should do a nature walk. And then Gary's garden is down there, and then this is where his bees are, where he put it up a tree in hopes for an owl.
Yeah, that was my owl box.
And the owl box was quickly taken over by bees that he made within days. They found it, they loved it, and they're still in there.
And on the front of it is another piece of ash tray.
Okay, so you mounted it using bark or the main big pieces of ash.
Yeah, it was a huge tray.
Oh, they were just so excited. And I was doing a compost video, and he yells out, bee swarm, get in the house. Lo and behold, let me see if I can show you this. I showed it in the last video when I was talking about the nest box he put up for the owls. He put up a nest box and he was going to either have an owl or an Amazon come nest in it. Okay, well, anyways, long story short, the swarm came, and guess where the swarm went? 30,000 bees. Gary is filming a swarm of bees. Give it to me. If I get stuck, I'm going to be really upset. Oh, we have a problem. Oh my God, that's the queen. Oh, Gary, Yeah, they're checking it out. They all went inside. You don't want them there, do you?
No, not there. I'll
What are you going to do?
take them down the other end of the yard.
What do you mean you're going to take them down?
Oh,
You can't move the box because they can get out the top.
No, I can.
No, you can't. Do you think they'll leave? There is no duct tape. So last night, he ended up, he had to climb that palm tree. He climbed the palm tree. If you want to see the video, we have the whole real video on when they came in and they just took that thing over. That was an amazing sight. We were out in the yard. They came in by the thousands. It could be 10,000 plus. And within such a short amount of time, they all filled inside this box and they sealed up whatever they didn't want open. And they were all in there, and then you wouldn't even know they were there. This is the way it looked. They were just all gone. So it's really worth seeing the video if you're interested in bees. There's the hummingbird feeder that Gary puts out for the bees. When they start to bother my hummingbirds, he fills, I'm sorry, I should say when they start to bother my hummingbird feeder, well, they do bother the hummingbirds too, he fills this one up when he knows it's his bees, and then they seem to be happy using that. And he's got an ant moat that I made on the top. That keeps the ants out, so this way the bees don't have to go far. I mean, why would they go all the way to my kitchen window when they only have to fly a few feet to go get food to bring back? Right now they're finding enough so they haven't bothered any of the hummingbird feeders or anything. They've been doing really good. All right, I just thought we would share this with you because this was quite fascinating to come down here. And we were looking through the wood and started taking it apart, some of the trunks, and then this little bee came by and was zipping around us, and then we realized he's got a home here and he wants to be left alone. So we're gonna not bother too much here and just take, I only need a few, actually only needed one, but I might take these 3, and then if there's anything else, he'll carefully look before he takes anything because we don't want to disturb them. It's not that important. If it was important, well, then they may not, you know, they may have to build or go somewhere else. But being that there might be eggs in here, and they also sleep in the hollows, don't they?
Some of them do over winter. I don't know about these particular ones.
Yeah, we're not sure. They're quite small, but you can see their yellow abdomens. I don't know if you can, I'm sure hoping you can see them. Look at that. I think you can. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, see, he flew away while I was talking and he came right back. And he's just making sure that we don't touch anything of his or hers. Isn't that cool? All right, so I thought we'd share that with you. And now I'm going to get back to work in my bird garden. And I'm going to set this up and then put some more feeders out for them. And then pull in some of the stuff I don't want in the bird garden. I have some wire chairs sitting there. I don't need that to hold a fountain. I want to redo my fountain and put it more on natural wood. And who knows? Maybe Gary will drill a few holes in here and the bees will come right in the garden and do their thing. You could do that easily.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
I knew it. I saw his smile. He thought, oh, I'll drill some holes in these and then they'll come by and think, oh, this is a good place for us to come. Isn't that cool? He's just sitting here watching us. When I was a kid, I would go running in the house screaming. I learned that from my mom. She'd go running in the house. We'd be in the backyard and a bumblebee would come and she'd go running in the house. She left me in the yard. No, she would be running in the house screaming and I'd be running in the house screaming. And now that I'm gardening, I'm finding out they don't bother me at all. They come and they look at you, and that is it, just like this one's doing here. He's just watching. So Gary started looking, and he found multiple holes. They were zipping in and out the bumblebees. There's one there, and then real quick, where's the other one? Because this bumblebee is getting upset. You got another one there, and then we have more holes down here. So they've got multiple holes that they have made underneath this silk floss trunk. Yeah, they are fascinating. As soon as you realize they're okay, we're okay, and we can all live together. And besides, they're pollinating all my plants. With that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget
to eat what you grow.
Bye-bye, everybody. That bumblebee is inspecting Gary as Gary inspects the bumblebee's home.